Hello, everyone. Welcome to Black Cats TV. Oh, make sure I've got the right mic selected. I have. So you should be able to hear me, no problems. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. We don't expect loads of people in tonight. Obviously, you've got loads of options when it comes to random, terrible fan commentary. I'm glad you've chose me, a couple of you at least. Predictions coming in already. Look at that. Kevin's on the ball. 2-1. Is that 2-1 to Norwich? Because you've got the home team as 2 there. You want to clarify? I'm hoping you mean 2-1 to the lads, but just clarify that so there's no ambiguity there. Yeah, so the team is out. Interesting. Very interesting. Because we expected no changes. We predicted no changes. Yet Brown has moved into his midfield role. So he's not lost his spot there. But we've no Job on the pitch. So I don't know if that's an injury or anything. If anybody else knows any more than me, please let me know. So we've got a centre 3 of Neil, Rigg and Brown and a Lexic. Well, so who's going to be... Yeah, I'm really confused who's where here. Rigg must be going on the right and Watson on the left. And then the centre will be Neil, Brown and Alexic. And then Mayenda up front is what I'm guessing. Let us know what you think of the team. Obviously, we've also had Yelda come back in. This is very interesting. So Isidor's on the bench. Roberts is on the bench, which I'm surprised at as well. Lafie's on the bench again, which I thought he'd be starting this one. But there's no sign of Bellingham anywhere. I need to check my sources. My source just being getting Conrad to Google it. Don't like seeing a player like Bellingham not in because... Hi, Conrad, in the house. Nice to see you. Job picked up a little knock and should be back Saturday. Good to know, Alex Dixon. Thank you for the intel there. It's always worrying when you're seeing like Watson get sold and you see suddenly one of your key players not in. You think, oh. Lafie was back last week, Emma, but, well, last game. Last week, it's like 3 days ago. But yeah, he's on the bench again. He went down at weekend, looked like he overstretched towards the end of the game, or did I imagine that? Maybe. I think he was fine. Nothing worried me at the last game that I can remember. Obviously, we've lost Mundell, but that bench is weak. I'm trying to figure out who else is missing. Because we've got Anderson, Lavery, Jones, Bainbridge, and Middlemas on the bench. So it's very interesting. Yes, they've got us set up, like I said. Rigg out on the far right, Watson on the left, Alexic, Brown, and Neil in the middle. Interestingly, on SAFC TV, they've got Neil at the back with Alexic and Brown in front. I would imagine it would be better with Brown at that back and Neil going forward more, because we know he's better going forward. Yelder on the left, 09, Meffin, Hume on the right, and of course Patterson in goal. And Mayenda gets the start over Isidore, which we all expected in a slight way. Kevin got a prediction. Kevin, if you're still in the house, I need to know if that's to Norwich, because at the moment that reads as Norwich 2, Sunderland 1. Coffee Goblin in the house, already at top of the league. Please don't get another prediction right. You've gone the same as Conrad at 1-0. So can't both be right. I'm going to be right with my 3-0 prediction I've gone for this time. 3-0, one of my crazy predictions. We're due something like that. And lo and behold, he's changed the team up quite a bit, which could, Alexic and Mayenda proving a point, I could get the result here. And the good thing is, I think the way this is lined up, with Alexic there starting in the centre, Lafie's going to come on in the centre in the position we know him in. Or we want to see him in, sorry. So I think the substitution of Lafie coming on, we're going to see him in the centre, which should be good. Be interesting anyway. I've gone for a 3-0 prediction, so anyone be going to beat me on that one. Evening, Mike. Rooting for Alexic to play well tonight. 1-0 here and all. 1-0 to the lads. I assume you mean David Brown. Just remember, Norwich is the home team. You have to be clear on that. So, you know, it's easy to confuse Conrad. So, 3-1 to Sunderland, says Jamie Reedman. 3-1. That's close to mine. I've gone for the clean sheet, but, you know, the only downside of predicting a clean sheet, you know, if they score in the first 5 minutes, that's it. I'm out the predictions completely. Thanks for clarifying that, David Brown. I didn't think anything other than that. I don't think you've predicted a loss this season, so. 3 clean sheets in a row. Yes, Coffee Goblin. Love to see it. Gwen Hartley's gone for 2-0 to SAFC. Anyone predicting any goal scorers? Will Alexic get his first goal? What is it? First goal for the main scheme? I think it is. I can't remember. That's what I've got Conrad for. So it's Job and Mundell missing from Saturday. Others are benched. Yes, pretty much, Emma. That's how we're looking at the moment, which probably makes about sense because we still had 3 reservy players on there last week. So excited to see Isidore and Lafie get a good chunk of minutes together. Don't think Isidore is out of form. We're just not playing his attributes. Yeah, it depends how much time he gives them. Obviously, we've got Mienda starting. It'd be good to see a half-time change of Lafie coming on just to change it up and then change Mienda 20 minutes before the end, something like that. Hume to score, says Gwen. Riggs due a goal, says David Brown. Definitely. He scored Stoke in Cup, yes. Yeah. It'd be the first league goal. Yeah, that's how I was confusing myself. See, it's easier when your sidekick is Conrad the Rain Man of Sunderland. So Coffee Goblin, I thought Isidore did well as a hold-up forward on side. He's not done anything bad, and I don't blame Isidore. We're not playing how we should for a player like that. And for the quality of midfield we've got. We just resort to this hoof it out, get it clear, whack it out of defence, and it comes straight back at us. It bypasses all that quality midfield. Neil was the only real one on Saturday trying to bring it down and play it along the floor, play it through the centre. So he had a good game last week for me, on Saturday for me. So hopefully that clears up your score prediction because you've gone Mienda and Isidore. Thank you, Kevin. There we go. Let's start these score predictions so I don't forget them. Gwen was 2-0. David Brown was 1-0. I'll start that one. Jamie was 3-1. Coffee Goblin was 1-0. I think that's our lot on there at the moment. If you've not got your predictions in, make sure you do so. We're running a league table for this. We've not many games left, but there's loads to still play for. Let me just take this off the screen. Because even the top of the league there, Coffee Goblin, Alex Dixon, and David Edwards are all on 2. And the rest of us, all the way to number 12, you can't see, that's me at the bottom, we're all on 1. So it's still all to play for some fabulous prizes, I'm sure. Here we go. Let's get back to the screen. Cool. Lee Rockin Lee's in the house. 0-3. It's gone 3-0 to Sunderland there. 1-1 SAFC. Tom, you are the most pessimistic in here at the moment. That's the first draw we've had predicted tonight. Oh, It hurts me inside. I got 2-1 win on the preview. There we go. Cheers, Lee. The preview ones will already be noted, but, Conrad does all that. So I just say get them in here if you haven't already before kickoff. Because usually on a Tuesday, they're kicking off as I'm scrambling to get my headphones on. But I made good time today, despite 2 crashes on the way home. Not me crashing, but 2 people crashing. Interestingly enough, we did a little poll on the YouTube page of where will Sunderland finish this season after this weekend's results. This was 2 days ago. 74 of you voted on this. 4% said first. Very optimistic. 14% said second, agreeing with me, but I didn't vote in this one. Third place, 9%, and fourth place, 73% of you said fourth place is where we're going to finish. So that's interesting. Coffee Goblin's gone fourth there as well. Joseph Billingsley with 3-0 to Sunderland. That's my prediction, Joseph. Hopefully me and you together, mate, are right. 2-1 to us, says Emma. That's quite positive from Emma. She's usually quite draw loss. Right, come on, Sunderland. Let's be having you. Oh no, that's Norwich, isn't it? Sorry. Norwich in their Sunday League Jommer kits. Quite fancy Leeds in the final. Oosh. I'll tell you what, I suppose with the way they are at the moment, you might not be right. You might not be wrong there. I'd rather face them than Burnley. That's a cert. Who else is... what other scores are around the grounds today? Let's make sure we've got that up ready to rock and roll. Obviously, you guys are usually bob on in the chat, getting the scores in. Anyone who's new, this is an almost live stream. So if you're watching along with me at home, you might be slightly in front, you might be slightly behind. Please, no spoilers in the chat before I've had a chance to react to something. Celebrate at home, cheer, pump your fists in the air, but just don't type anything until I've seen it. It's lends for a more honest reaction. So we've got Blackburn Rovers at home, facing Sheffield Wednesday, Bristol City, West Brom, Derby and Burnley at Derby. Come on, Derby, do us some favours. Obviously, us, Preston North End, Cardiff, Sheffield United at Millwall. So we're hoping for Millwall to do a job there as well. And of course, the 8 o'clock kickoff tonight is Middlesbrough Leeds, wanting Middlesbrough to do us a favour for a change. Norwich team, Angus Gunn, Kellen Fisher, Shane Duffy, Cordoba, McLean, Bright, Nunez, Silamain, Schwarter, Sains, Sargent. Didn't see the bench, but that's the team as it stands. We are ready for kickoff. I will give you times throughout the game so you know where I'm up to, and I'll try and keep up with the chat as well. Paul Armstrong, just in time, 2-1. Got your start there. Brian Scotia Mackham, 2-0 to the lads, just in time there. Once I see the kickoff, we all bets are off. Watson starting out a necessity, I believe, Rocking instead of choice at the moment. We'll see how he plays. I think his heart's in Sunderland, so he'll give it his all. So let's see. Let us see as we wait for the kickoff. And there we are. Norwich kicked off here. And passing it amongst there. Sunderland stood off at the start. No, not eager to rush in like maniacs by the looks of it, but playing our own game. Good tackle there by Hume. No nonsense. Goes through the man, but takes the ball, puts it out for a throw to Norwich in this near side, just inside their own half. Thrown all the way back to their left back there. Meanders up high, putting a bit of pressure there. Oh, their keeper's in dazzle camouflage. Passing it amongst the centre-backs. A bit of a higher press coming here. Brown. Then Alexic. Taking turns to pressure them as they try to pass it down the left. Good tackle by Hume and Alexic together win that ball. But a bad pass there. Couldn't get it to over to Neil. Norwich come back away with it now. Good pressure from Sunderland. Keep this up and I'll be a happy man. Beanburger Man, you're a regular. I'll let you have it. And Jordan Johnson, we're only just into kickoff, so 4-0 prediction, I'll definitely let you have that. Yes, I believe so. I'll say it as I see it. I think that's how we're set up with Watson and Rigg on the outsides. Ball inside to Neil, but tackled, but we win it back with Meffin. On the right now, it could be Alexic on the right. He is pushed out quite far there. I think it is, I think it's Alexic playing on the right-hand side. Rigg looks to be more central and making a run here. Could get away. Keeper has to come out and head it to get it away. That was a good read by the keeper there, but almost a great opportunity. Yeah, Rigg's definitely in the centre. I think Alexic's over to the right and Watson's on the left is how we're set up, I believe. Professional diver Saints tonight. 2 minutes 32 on my screen. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Anybody wanting to sync up? Passing amongst the Norwich players at the back here over to the left-hand side now. Don't know any of the names. I'll learn them as we go. I'll remember one or two by the end. Big switch over to the right-hand side. Good rise up from Yelder there. And it's put out by the Norwich player in the end. So it's a Sunderland throw. Waiting for a ball. Efficient. It's back in play now with 09 across to Meppin. Meppin to Hume. Hume, long ball down the right-hand side. Looking for the head there of Brown, but couldn't quite make it. It's cut out. Forgot Wilshire was there. Norwich with it, playing it down the left-hand side now. Up against Hume again. He's not going to go forward with that. He sends it back to his defender. They're going for the long ball over the top here. There is a run on through the middle, but luckily Patterson is out to it and gathers it nicely. That was quite a close call, to be fair. That looked closer than the Rigg run at the other end. Neil with it now in the centre, pushing forward. Gives it to Rigg. 1-2 Rigg with Watson. Tries to give it back to Watson, but it's well over hit. Watson's still trying to get to it, but it's left. Yelder coming in, trying to win the ball up high. I do like that about Yelder. He does come in and get involved quite a lot. That is a funky goalkeeper top. I'd like something like that at Sunderland. That dazzle. I love that. You're not too late, Beanburger Man. I've starred you. Meander in the box, takes it past one man, but he's marshalled out as the keeper slides out to pick it up. Unlucky there. We have just hit 5 minutes on the dot on my screen here at Carrow Road. Still Norwich City 0, Sunderland 0. Good little dink through from Watson. Got the ball to Meander in a dangerous position, but he just took it a bit too far away from himself there, unfortunately. Lot to prove here, Meander, to keep his place starting. Ball through the centre for Norwich. Slid in there from Rigg, but Norwich managed to keep hold of that. Rigg looks like he's hurt himself there at some point. Oh, ball across the box, a bit dangerous, but nobody gets a foot on it in the end, and it'll go out for a Sunderland throw. Over on this far side, in line with the penalty area. Near side, sorry. Taken to Brown. Brown, under pressure, manages to knock it off the Norwich player again, so it'll go out for another throw. Norwich keeping us boxed in here for these throw-ins. We need to show some movement and some options for him. And instead of watching the ball in play, we're going to look at Régis Lebris. And somehow Norwich have the ball again in their own half. Thank you for that, EFL and your cameramen. The director is useless. Over to the right-hand side now. Norwich working the ball back with their centre-backs. Making a move through the centre, cut out to the left-hand side. He's got a bit of space to run on the overlap here. Number 7 for Norwich, got 2 with him, tries to backheel it. It comes off Hume and it'll go out for a corner. Number 7, Sains, isn't it? Yeah. Insanes in the membranes. The cameras are not too bad. Apparently, I've been told to stop giving the cameramen crap. It's I've got your prediction, Kevin. Don't have to keep repeating it, buddy. Yeah, it's the director. But I don't understand why we don't do picture-in-picture, so we've got a constant stream of the game. Surely that technology is not beyond the EFL. It's been on most DVD players for the last 25 years. Another head out by Sunderland as it came in. A dangerous ball dealt with, but it's another corner to Norwich. He's got the slickest hair in Norwich. Man on the keeper, but no man on the keeper. Delivered in towards the danger area. It's a Sunderland head. I think that was Meppin that got it away, or it's the edge of the box. Sunderland will get it away again. Nobody's up there waiting, though. No outlet. So guess what? It comes back at us like it always does on set pieces. We've got to defend twice every set piece. Header into the side netting by Norwich. And nothing comes of it, but they have got a man down in the box. Oh, he's amateur dramatics. Brown had a slight hand across him, but he's gone down like somebody's just shot him with a rifle. Maybe he's had some talking tos there, Lee. Hopefully, he's. I don't even think it's his strength as such. It's the command of his area. He needs to be more vocal. Needs to be a bit of aggression in Patterson would make him an outstanding keeper. Can't change your prediction, Emma. Well, you can, but it doesn't count towards the table. Plus, I'm not taking that anyway because he predicted a loss. Sunderland working it out the right-hand side now. Kilms to nothing, rolls off to the Norwich keeper. Biggest flaw, honestly, every set piece, we've got to defend it twice because we've no outlet. We've no one waiting out there to get rid of it. Does it really need all 11 men in the box at 9 minutes in when you've got a set piece? Does it? Or should you have at least 1 or 2 out there to get it clear in the general direction and they can hold it up if needs to, if they can't make a run? Sunderland passing it around the defence to the keeper again. Another tactic I'm not a fan of under pressure. Over to a 9. Just get rid of it, 09. Nope, still going to do the same to Patterson. Ball in the middle to Neil. Neil will turn and run with it and lose possession in a very dangerous area. It's a shot from Sains. It's saved by the keeper. Oh, wow. Number 26, Meppin, comes to the rescue for the rebound there because I don't think Patterson was going to get back up. Again, messing about, letting them get a high press on us and then under pressure, we lose it. Nunes just picks his pocket. When you've got the basics right, like 10-yard passes, then let's try some fancy stuff. Till then, just get it out when it's a goal kick, for God's sake. Neil turning. Long ball for Neil, trying to send the run of Alexic, I believe, but it was well away from him. We're going to see a replay of Dan Neil here. He tries to take it round his man right in front of him. It just gets completely done. And is not really putting the burners on to get back to it either. That's frustrating. Every time he has a good game, Dan Neil, he disappoints me in the following one. Good tackle there from Sunderland. I think that was Yelder. Now we'll try and make something of an attack here with Rigg. Puts it back to Meppin. Meppin to Brown. Brown over to Alexic. Nope. Hume. High up there, sorry. Sunderland now on the left-hand side with Tommy Watson. Gets dispossessed, but it's the throw to Sunderland. Throw taken short, and it's Neil that loses out again. 2 for 2 for Neil. Attacking opportunity again for Norwich as they run into the box. Marshalled out by Neil. At least he's making up for it this time. Comes to the outside of the area. It's Watson up against his man now. They're going to pass it all the way back to their centre-backs, who are still inside the Sunderland half here. All this action's happening inside the Sunderland half. Just Norwich passing it around at the back. No challenges coming in from Sunderland. Honestly, it feels like at the end of a game when you've parked a bus and watching 10 men sat behind the ball. And then a poor clearance means 09 has to rescue it with a header away. And it's going to come in again from Norwich. Over to the far post. It's Hume that gets ahead. Straight to the Norwich player again. Hume's been done. A delivery swaps over the sides. And we will get a head away with Watson. But only Meander's there. And he gets a delivery back in from Norwich. Oh, my God. 3 deliveries into the box. And look, we still can't get it clear or to anyone. So it's coming right back again. Sort this out. This is ridiculous. Got our backs against the walls, man. Poor from Sunderland, this. Very poor. There's something seriously lacking in this team when it comes to getting out of a defensive area. Long ball from Norwich there comes to nothing, and it'll go for a goal kick. Hopefully we won't waste it with a couple of short passes and mess it up again. Genuinely, somebody ring Labrie. Let him know what's the problem is. We can all see it from a mile away. Every single set piece we have, we get attacked twice because there's no outlet. Sunderland on the breakaway, dispossessed by Norwich, and then a tackle back earns Norwich a free kick, taken quickly. It's going to be stopped and taken again because it's from the wrong place. It is taken quickly again, up to their defence. Going to go look for the potential switch here, but Sunderland, no pressure here coming from Sunderland at the moment. Meander stepping up, but on your own, if you don't press together, it's not worth it. Norwich just finding holes all over this Sunderland team here, running through us, getting it into the area each time, and here comes another one. As he cuts across, Sains gets round 2, 3 people, pulled by Meander, still going. 1-2, Norwich in this box. Sains almost picked it up again for a shot. Norwich still have it in the area. It's a head from Sains, but it goes into the hands of Patterson. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. He's got that whole Sunderland team in his pocket. Whew. It was the same last time Job didn't play. Shouldn't be reliant on one player. And even when Job plays last game, every game, the majority of this season, apart from the beginning of it, we've done the same thing on defensive set pieces. Everyone's in there. We stop it, but then it goes back out for a second attack every time. Second and a third. Coffee Goblin score update. Blackburn 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Thank you, Coffee Goblin. Coming up to 16 minutes now. Still Norwich 0, Sunderland 0 here at Carrow Road. All them travelling fans at the moment must be disappointed in the performance they're seeing. Doesn't look hungry, this team, at all. Norwich play through ball through the centre. Wrong foots everyone. He's got room to run, but he cuts it into the centre again. Back out to Sains on the left-hand side. Back into number 9 in the centre. 1-2. Oh, the third pass didn't come off, and Watson manages to pick it up. Gives it to Mienda. Rigg now gets it out to the left. We're going to see a bit of Alexic on the left, who get tackled and lose the ball. And Norwich come back again. At least we worked that one out and not just hoof it. But when they're on the attack, they're passing it around us like we're not there. Yeah, very little on the front foot. What's happened with Leeds, Lee? Update me. I try not to look at live scores because if it's ahead of this. Shot from Norwich from distance, goes wide. They're claiming there was a touch to it, but it's gone for a goal kick. Let's have a look at the replay. I don't think he got a touch to it. I genuinely can't see. Even the replays are crap. 18 minutes coming up here. Still Norwich 0, Sunderland 0. It's been all Norwich for this first quarter of the game so far. 09 making a run. Terrible pass by 09. Gives Norwich back again. Norwich will come again in towards the Sunderland box. Passing it around our players. Our non-existent players. All the way back to their centre-backs. They're in no rush here. We're letting them have this time on the ball, so why not take it? Controlling the pace of play all the way through this game so far. It's really poor. Why are we playing like we're up against Man City, and we're defending for our lives instead of making stuff happen? It baffles me. Borough 0, Leeds 1. Gutted. Come on, Borough, sort yourselves out. Preston 1, Cardiff 0, says Coffee Goblin. Still nothing happening here apart from lots of Norwich possession. Over to the left-hand side now. And back into the centre. Going to deliver this one maybe? Nope. Pass it to the centre-back. All they're waiting for is that perfect opportunity. And we're just letting them look for it. We're letting them have that time to look for the perfect pass. Who gives us this much time on the ball? Nobody. Norwich still with possession here. Oh, this is painful. Into the box. Dangerous area. The pass is over hits, and luckily it goes out for a goal kick. Sheffield 0, Millwall 1. Go on the Millwall. Millwall. Brum winning. They will gain promotion soon. There you go. Oh, here we go. We're going to mess about with it. Round the box again. keep everyone under pressure, and then mess up some sort of pass and lose possession. It's absolutely... What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Let's pass it to Neil, who lost it last time. Surprised he didn't put it in his own net. It's not working. What you're doing is not working. We don't want to see the long ball. We want to see it played through the middle. Oh, look, the long ball didn't work. Shocker. Norwich get it back forward here. Only as far as Yelder. Yelder gives it back to Patterson. Patterson to Meppin. Meppin to Neil. Neil turns, man on his back. He's going to go backwards with it, Neil here. Give it over to 09. 09's got Yelder. Yelder making a play forward towards Watson. Watson getting pulled a bit there, but nothing given, and Norwich will come away with it. And win a foul off Brown bumping into somebody in the centre. Wow. Yeah, I know. I understand exactly what you're saying, Lee. I understand exactly what you're saying. But it can be that fact, like, you know, you're missing one of the key players. It's a psychological thing as well. But we're just playing like we're up against Barcelona. You know what I mean? We're just not playing like we are the better team on the pitch. No confidence whatsoever. Surely one of those idiots on that bench can see what we're seeing. I hope one of them's watching the stream. Tried to deliver it again there, Norwich. It was stopped by Meppin. Straight back to Norwich again, who will keep working it around the outside of the Sunderland area because we're letting them. Plenty of space. Delivering to the centre. Brought down by number 9. The shot. Straight into the hands of Patterson. Shot by Sargent there. Honestly. Have the ball. Pass it round. Take your time. If you see an opportunity, just shoot. We won't get in your way. Can we play the entire youth team instead of all of these? I'd rather have them on. At least they'll make a bloody effort. Oh, so here we go with this frigging passing routine that's got us in trouble twice already. You're not good enough to do this. 09. Forward to Yelder. Back to 09. Gives it to Hume. Hume to Meppin. Meppin looking for a forward pass for a change. Gives it to Alexic, who sends it all the way back to Patterson. Patterson to 09. Hard to get enthused with this at the moment. Back to Neil, who's playing the centre-back at the moment. Meppin. Neil. 09. 09 in the centre to Rig. Rig out to Yelder. Yelder plays in for Watson. Calls for offside. The whistle has gone. And the offside flag was up. And we'll have a free kick to Norwich. Taken quickly by the goalkeeper. Short. They mess around with it in the box. And we don't put the pressure on. Like they do. Notice that? They can just do this all day long. Wow. Somebody wake me up when something happens. My prediction of the future. Pure boredom. That's what my prediction is. Unless something changes in the attitudes of this team, nothing's going to happen. That's my prediction. Nothing for us anyway. Norwich on the attack again with Sargent running through the middle. He's taken down by 09. It's going to be a yellow card for 09 for his troubles and a free kick to Norwich in a dangerous area. Hi, Josh. Welcome to the party, pal. Maybe not Coffee Goblin, but I've given up protesting. We all deserve a yellow card for piss pouriness. This genuinely, we've had some bad games this season, but this is the worst start I've seen for a while. Even last week when it was 60-odd% possession to the opposition team. They must be rocking 80% possession at the moment. I'd be shocked if it's much different. Nunes going to take this one by the looks of it for Norwich. It's got to be a shot. There's two set up though. Might not be Nunes. Still waiting. It is a shot. It comes straight off the wall. Back out to Norwich. He'll deliver it back into the centre. There's a head away from Sunderland. Obviously nobody out there, so Norwich have it again and they'll bring it straight back in again. Switched over to the right-hand side. Big switch. Alexic got a head to it, but it's still with Norwich. Sunderland need to find some sort of shape here and some sort of press. We have no press going on at this game at all. And I'm not even talking about a high press up the pitch. I'm talking about at all. Norwich have so much time on the ball. If Sunderland turn me back to real cigarettes, can I sue them? Sains with a foul on Hume stops that attack. And it's a free kick there to Sunderland, just on the edge of the goalkeeper's area. We've had a few of those this season. Feels like one of them games where we wake up after going 1-0 down. I don't want to see it though, Lee. I don't want to take that risk. I can't see this being a comeback team. Meppin. Ball forward there. Nice 1-2. Alexic will keep it in on the right-hand side. Can't get past his man. Fighting for it. Foul called on him. For a little barge in the back. Free kick to Norwich. Free kick will be taken 10 foot in front of where the foul was. And the ref will call it. Maybe I should practice my snooker commentary. This is what it feels like. Honestly, it feels like this is the pace we're at. And Norwich now lining up for the goal kick. And there it goes. Comes to nothing. Sunderland will pick it up in the centre and lose the possession again. Oh, man. Thank you for being here anyway. 35 of you in here. It's really appreciated you keeping me company through this ball fest. Sunderland do win possession on the left-hand side, though. We are stacked up heavy on the left, so please use it. Rigg gives it out to Yelder. Yelder will deliver one. Well, deliver / shoot and / go over everything. Not sure what he was thinking there. Opportunity gone. Thank you for joining us in the live stream, keeping me company through this snooze fest. Please smash the like button. It really helps. It's completely free. Whatever device you're watching on, or even a TV, you can just press down, go across the thumb and hit the thumbs up. Really appreciated. Mac 1, this is terrible. We have nothing to lose. Just give it a go. Top 3 are going to drop points. We just don't look like we want it at all, Mac. Genuinely. At least, I mean, Norwich look hungry for this. They really look like they want it. They're really battling for every ball. They're really making attacks work. They've got urgency about them. It's the polar opposite of what we are. Unless this is some sort of master plan, and we flick the switch at half time and become this super fast, super powerful team at half time. I don't know. Either way, it's frustrating the hell out of me. I feel sorry for the people travel down there. Yelda could play Shaggy in Scooby-Doo remake, definitely. Instead of Shaggy, it's Scooby will be saying, Labrie? Labrie? Never mind. Watson earns a yellow card. Was a foul, badly mistimed foul by Watson. That's a yellow card. He was falling before contact was made, granted, but still, it is what it is. That was a yellow card all day long. This is not how you not lose, though, Beanburger Man. Inviting attack after attack. That's putting a lot of pressure on your defense and your goalkeeper to try and keep you in it. Free kick here to Norwich. Just outside of the area. Well, about 2/3 into the Sunderland half. Taken short over to the right. Then going to be delivered in. Offsides calls. And the flag is up. Sunderland will get the free kick. Tried to take a quick one. Norwich player stood in front of it. Yelda not good enough. Watson on his way to Brighton. Why play him? Now he's been yellowed. Take him off. It should be Isidore and Mienda up front. 100%. You're not going to make any changes before half-time, though, unless he's forced into it by an injury. Not even by a result. Misplaced pass there. Sees Watson pick it up. Get fouled for his troubles. Nothing given, no advantage, but he does manage to pick it up. Now there's some sort of advantage for a split second, the ref said, but didn't look like one to me because Norwich have possession back. You don't know what you're doing. He went like this, like he was playing the advantage, and then when he got tackled, he whipped his arm down quick. Another foul there on Watson. Sunderland will have this free kick. It's not in any sort of dangerous area. And we're going to see a replay, so it's probably already been taken by the time we get off this replay. Oh, no, it hasn't. Oh, you timed something right, EFL. Reggie Labrie momentarily taking his hands out of his pockets to wipe his nose. Riveting television. Absolutely riveting. Ball delivered over far right-hand side. It's cut out by a Norwich head, though, before it could get to the far player. Headed back in for Sunderland. There's offside calls. There's been an offside flag there. And Norwich will have it and they'll take it. The goalkeeper will take the free kick. 33, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 34. Well, the AI is terrible then, Rokin, if that's the case. And we need to do picture-in-picture so we don't completely lose track of the game. 1966 comms, love it. It's boredom. Boredom brings out the voices, I'm afraid. Something's happened off the ball as we were doing something. Sergeant's down. The ref stopped it. He's holding his ear. What is? Show me a replay because I want to see if nobody touched him just because we had possession. Exactly. Coffee goblin. Whew. Let's have a look. Oh my God. Like an arm here. A forearm. Not any force, just like that. Oh, yeah. Check his neck. Make sure it's not broken. Are you sure? Do you want to get a brace? Start your benefits claim now. Not bitter at all. Yeah, start off the pitch. Stay off the pitch. If they're going to fake it so much, they should have acting lessons, right? Make it slightly believable. Yeah, the linesman just said you're full of shit, mate. He didn't exactly elbow you. Honestly. Oh, we'll have a drop ball here. I don't think she'll get down to the pitch side to say, let's be having you in this one. She's looking like she's getting on a bit there. Don't you dare give them back. There we go. A drop ball for 09. Put it across to Meppin. Give Norwich time to get all the players back in a defensive lineup here. Bad pass from 09, but Meppin will pick it up. He'll give it forward to Brown, who's under pressure. Gives it to Neil to 09. 09 to Yelder, back to 09. Come on, somebody play something that's going to happen. Ball goes all the way across to Hume. Hume puts it back in the centre to Neil. Neil does get it forward to Meander. Meander takes it round 1, round 2. Delivers a ball over to the right-hand side for Alexic, who tries to get it with the angle, tries to loop it back in, but can't quite get it. It's going a bit too far to the edge of the pitch. Look, Meander knows how to go forward. The rest of the players don't. Wouldn't he be good in a 10 with Isidore in front of him? That'd work. That'd work. First person to score, Hume, Patterson, Sains. I hate to say it. Oh, mistake. Oh, but we can't jump on the opportunity. And there's a foul on the Norwich player before the foul on the Sunderland player, so it's a free kick to them. Meander jumped onto the mistake, but he couldn't quite do much with it, unfortunately. Let's have a look here. The keeper's holding it. We put a bit of pressure on up top, and look what happens. The first time we've pressured their keeper from the kickoff, and we almost get a scoring opportunity out of it. Borough goal disallowed. Oh. Honestly, Watson's getting abused on this side of the pitch. Nothing given. Throw to Norwich. Ball over to the right-hand side. It's Yelder's head that'll take it out. Another throw to Norwich here. As they get it forward down the right-hand side. Now they'll pass it all the way back to their defence. Let's see a press from Sunderland. Neil looks like he's pushing them from behind to try and get that pressure on. And it's worked. Watson does manage to dispossess them and has the ball down the left-hand side and wins the throw-in under a lot of pressure. Look, pressing works. Pressing works. I'll have Labree's job when he's done with it. They'd friggin' hate me, the players. After some of these games, they'd be doing very basic passing drills. They'd be doing level 1 coaching stuff just to, like, get the simple stuff right. Foul there on Brown. Free kick. Setups take quickly. But Alexic was blocked on his run, so it's not taken. Hume over it now. Just inside the Norwich half, down by this near side it is. Somehow it's ended up over the other side of the pitch while we were staring at the Norwich bench. Looped ball over towards Watson, but it's cut out by Norwich. Sunderland still with quite a high press here. Neil almost manages to dispossess, but they'll come away with it. Sains goes down super easy there. Nothing given, thankfully. Mepping with it now, gives it out to the right-hand side to Hume. Hume's got Alexic in front of him. He'll give it to Alexic. He'll work for the run-on. Alexic tries to get it into the centre towards Brown, but it's cut out. Alexic makes up for it and wins it back. Sends it back to Patson. Patson out to 09. 09, Neil. 09. Neil. Rig. Meppin. Still inside the Sunderland half at the moment. Rig again. Bringing it forward. Out to the right-hand side to Hume. Hume little dink in towards Alexic, but doesn't win the ball. Norwich will come away with it. Moments for a counter-attack down this left-hand side now. Hume coming in at full pace to try and make up for it. Commits the foul. And free kick to Norwich. Slowly creeping up the pitch. It's not enough though, is it? It's not enough. Don't poke the bear, Tom. Don't poke the bear. Free kick here to Norwich. We are at 42 minutes. I can't see there being all that much added time. 2 to 3 minutes at the most, I'm thinking, is my guess. Unless he adds on time for time wasting, which they do constantly. Headed out. Looked like it came off a Sunderland head to me, and it did. It's a corner to Norwich. Here's the corner. The Sunderland set up for a corner. Do we all want to know what it is? Do you want to guess? All 10 men in the box. No outlet. So if we do get it out, guess what? We defend again. Taken short. Now delivered into the centre. Norwich head. Sunderland foot to it. Another Norwich shot comes in. Second one. No outlet again. Norwich will come for a third time. Cut out by Hume though. Mienda's down though. Not looking good considering he's our only up front at the moment. Brown. Back to Rig now. Mienda is up. Hobbling. Yelder. Watson back to Yelder. Mienda hobbling at full pace to try and get back up front here. It's Hume bringing it forward. Tries to deliver one. Cut out by Norwich head, but it does come back to Hume again. He could try again for that one. Dinks one through to Alexic instead. Alexic will try and deliver one. It goes straight into the keeper's hands. Whoo! Oh, I was about to see if it was a head injury, but they decided to cut the replay before the foul. We'll never know. And we're back in play, of course, because a replay just took away our time that we'll never get back. It's a free kick to Sunderland just inside the Norwich half, just outside. We're going to take it. Give it back to 09. Give it to Meppin. Meppin over to the right-hand side to Hume. Hume to Brown. Brown's turned with it. Gives it to Alexic. Alexic's got Brown with him still. Gives it to Brown. Brown will put it all the way back here now to Meppin. Meppin over to 09. Switching sides now. Going to Rig. Rig takes that, doesn't take that great, and it's a bad pass, but luckily they did exactly the same, and Neil will pick up the loose ball and do another bad pass. Let's 2 open passes and a pass with a Norwich player either side. Let's try and thread the needle instead of keeping possession. Why? Because it'll make a good highlight if it happens to come off. Can you get the basics right? I need a half-time punch bag. 2 minutes of added time. As Coffee Goblin said, this ref is from Norfolk. On the attack now here. Norwich dangerous on the edge of the area. Shot in. Oh, Patterson stops it. Almost loses possession, but manages to gather it up. And he'll roll it out quick. And while he's rolling it out quick, we'll watch a fucking replay. twice. And Sunderland have possession on this near side now. And they're just passing it between each other. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dear EFL. These professional commentators and not fan channels, but team channels, and iFollow and stuff like that, surely they must give feedback to these directors and this footage and tell them that this is ridiculous. It's not every so often, it's every time. Norwich, Sunderland lose possession with Alexic on the right-hand side. Norwich literally passing it round us like we are not there in that corner. That was a bit of a Mickey take here. Showing us how to pass well, Norwich, though. Cut out this time by Rigg. He'll turn. Meanders there, but can't get anything through for the run. He'll give it back to Neil. Neil over to Brown now. Brown dinks one through to Watson, who's trying to make the run on, but it's shielded out by Norwich for a goal kick. I am not the performing monkey. If it happens naturally. Yes, we are at halftime. Right. I'm very frustrated. I'm going to make another coffee and then punch a kitten, and then I'll be back. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be back for a riveting second half. Yes, I'm back. Don't worry, the kitten's still alive. And the comment is right there. Statistics at halftime, 64% possession for Norwich. 3 corners to our 0. And 5 successful crosses to our 0. 2 shots on target to our 0. Yeah. Block shots 2. Guess what we got? A 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We have had 8 fouls though, so well, at least we've got some numbers on the board. 3 goalkeeper saves. How? Oh yeah, 3 shots on target there. I was going to say how they had 2 shots on target, and we've had 3 goalkeeper saves. So that's our stats. They are pretty dire. Something has to change. Somebody slap Libri, and hopefully in turn he will slap the players. Let's go for the scores. I know you've been updating us throughout, but let's go around the halftime scores around the grounds at the moment. In our best, is it BBC Soccer? That's the impression. Blackburn Rovers 0, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Bristol City 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, Derby County 0, Burnley 0. Norwich City and Sunderland is a shite game. Preston North End 1, Cardiff City 0. Sheffield United 0, Millwall 1. Stoke City 0, Luton Town 0. Watford 0, Hull City 0. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United. It says 1 on here. One of you guys said 2. But there you go. That's Leeds is a later kickoff, obviously, so it's not half time yet. And as a consolation prize, Bolton's getting beat, which is always good for me. Got disallowed. There we go. At least we've had 4 dribbles, yes, but that's been literally that kind of dribble. Dribble. How many likes are we on, Tom? How many likes are we on? There's 31 people in here, so I'm guessing we're on about 31 likes or something like that. Something similar. 11. If you're on a computer, it's right there. Hit like. If you're on a mobile device, close the chat, hit the like button, then reopen the chat. If you're on a TV, press down as if you're going to skip through it and then keep going, and you'll see the icons to the right, and you can hit the thumbs up on there. No excuses, whatever media you're on, go and smash like. It's completely free to do. It helps us as well, and it helps spread the channel across the YouTube ether. Waiting for the second half here. Changes. What changes would you make? I would change the starting 11. Can we do a ice hockey line change, please? I'm suspicious that my coffee is fizzing. Can you hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. I dribbled down a bus window, more like. That's the front bench for Sunderland, all the coaching staff. They arrived on the short bus. Yeah, I agree. Riggs lost where he is. He'd be better on the right. He's not really done all that much. Neil's having a shocker. After having 2 good games in a row, Neil's having an absolute shocker. Brown, again, should be playing more defensively, maybe. Why do we change it? Why did we change it that much? Yelder's not done too bad, but Roberts, Enzo, and Wilson on for me. I mean, it has to be. It has to be. I mean, that's the only 3 subs we've got that are not kids. If he starts bringing some kids on before he brings them 3 on, questions need to be asked. Serious questions. We will ask the questions. Caro apparently is an Irish Gaelic word meaning gambler and dexterous. Hope the second half is better and I stop being distracted. Love it, David. Love it. Roberts is needed. I don't care what anyone says. I agree with you, Gwen. Agree with you 100%. I think he is an attacking player. And the amount of opportunities Alexis had on that right and he lost it straight away that Roberts would have just walked through them. There might not have been an end product, but at least he'd have got into the box. We'd be looking at several shots off target instead of 0 shots altogether. Played legs. It shouldn't be doing it, Rokin. Everything is still up for grabs. And people that saying that second place is out the window, look at how much these teams are faltering at the moment. And Leeds might be winning at the moment, but Middlesbrough had a disallowed goal and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? It can change on a coin. It can just change on a coin flip completely. So, oh, look. A lonely Geordie has joined us. Welcome, my magpie friend. Easy 3 points on Saturday for Newcastle as they play a very off-form Man United. How's it going? We've been making our own entertainment. It's boring. 0 shots from Sunderland. Guess how many on target out of them 0 shots? I bet you can't. If Borough and Leeds draw, Millwall and us win, we could be 5 points away from second. I've said second was achievable, but not with the caliber that we've come out the gates with. Literally, the only thing I want to see as a Northeast football fan in general, so you can speak about all the teams like the same way, is passion. And there is none of that. And then during the break, what we'll show is a clip of Barini scoring with an absolute passionate celebration, biting his hand, sliding into the corner, big celebrations. Yeah, great. Can we see some of that passion? Because I can't remember the last time we did. Luke O'Nine's Mr. Sunderland, but he's just a joker. He's not like proper G-ing the team up. He's not trying to really get behind him. Dan Neil's no leader. We're seriously lacking passion in this team. Genuinely. We're mourning about slow first half. Imagine how Burnley fans feel. Leicester are so bad, even Birmingham can beat them. I'm waiting for you guys to promote Prem, mate. That regular derby days, I'm missing the. Yeah, me too. You know what? I'd love the derbies back, but to be honest, if this is what we're doing, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve to go up. If this is how we start a season so strong. We've improved the team. We've got some absolute amazing signings that were a complete coup to get in Lafay and stuff like that. And we've just fell off completely. Fell off. No passion. Nobody wants it. Play the youth team. At least they'll put an effort in. Agreed, Lee. Hume. He does. And for me, Hume should be captain over Neil any day. Let's have a list of players who should be captain more than Neil. Hume, Meffin, Brown, Roberts. There's 4 better options as captain straight away. I can't say that anymore, Tom, because Philly's doing the same on Fan TV now, I believe. Or he has been doing for the last few games. So, is what it is what it is. Brown has been poor since coming back. Brown played better in defence than he has today. He didn't do too bad in defence, especially in that first game. We're not going to see halftime changes. It's just not Labree's style, unfortunately. If anything's going to change, it's going to be like 70 minutes onwards, with 20 minutes to change this game. It feels like we're losing. I know it's 0-0. It's still all to play for, but it feels like we're losing. Norwich coming out first in traditional Sunderland fashion. We shall make them wait. That was one of our coaches swapping gloves with a Norwich goalkeeper. What was going on there? Well, we are coming out straight away, straight after, not making them wait this time. The board's out, so I think we're going to see it. We are going to see a change. It's a Norwich change. Number 29 going off and number 11 going on at half-time here. I'll give you the names as soon as they come up because I don't know who the hell they are. Well, Sunderland have the kickoff here, so at least we're guaranteed possession, 100% possession for this first 3 seconds, all right? Somebody timestamp this stat. Neil to take the kickoff. Of course, Mon Capitan. Here we go with the second half. Hopefully it's a bit more exciting for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking through this utter shite. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And we're off. There we go. We've just kicked off on my screen. Straight back to Patterson, who will then hoof it upfield. We will get a head-on from Yelder. Norwich get it, but it goes back to Rigg. Rigg to 09. 09 switches it all the way over to the right-hand side to Alexic. Gets ahead towards the goal, but nowhere near anyone. The keeper will stop it and keep it at his feet and eventually pick it up. I don't get that kickoff either. Why not work the ball around a bit? Get some of that possession stat. Not kickoff, Patterson, hoof, lost possession. Foul by 09 in the centre. Will give Norwich a free kick. 100% possession for 20 seconds. Nice one, Lee. Oh, he barely touched him, but he still shouldn't have had 2 hands on his back. Stupid. Just amateur. Norwich with it now. Passing it across to the centre. Over to the left-hand side. Sunderland still letting them probe. Bit of pressure from Alexic, but 2-hand shoves, you know. Has nobody told him how English football's played? No. Norwich still have possession here. They're edging closer and closer. Deliver one in towards the edge of the box. It's picked up by Norwich on the right. Watson will be fouled as he tries to come between the ball and the man, and Sunderland will get the free kick. And the Norwich player will kick the ball away. That should be a yellow card. Kick the ball away at the end of the day. Will he get one? Will he shite? Are you behind the chat? Like 5 minutes behind, Tom? Are you sure you're like up to date with the video? It feels like your comments are coming in later than what's going on. Sunderland tried to work it down the right, lose possession in a dangerous area. Norwich now come in. Lukanine slips, but still manages to get it half clear. Rigg will pick it up, and he'll play it safe. It'll end up with Hume on the right-hand side. He'll switch over to the left to Yelder. Yelder brings it down nicely, tries to get it to Watson. Misplaced pass goes out for a Norwich throw-in. All the way back to the Norwich keeper now. Bit higher pressing here from Sunderland. It's good. Could force a mistake. Keep it up. Do it together. Press as one or not at all. Keeper will get it away. Long ball. Hjelde tried to bring it down, but he couldn't. But it keeps going. I think Sunderland will have the possession by the time we go back to the camera. We're just watching the crowd clap something because we don't know what's going on. Oh my God. Do we need that panning shot while we're missing half the game? Hume forward. Little dink there. Tried to getting it to Brown, getting it to Alexic, but it's lost. Norwich have it back again. Hume coming in. Norwich still with the ball here, turning in the centre, delivers a ball through the middle. It's a bit too much legs on it for Sains, and it'll go to Patterson, who'll take his time picking it up, because obviously we're happy with 0-0. Urgency, please, lads. Hjelde with it on the left-hand side with Neil now. I will go to a replay. If this is AI doing this, I've no fear of them taking over the world because they're useless. We'll just watch another player now as well, randomly. Can we see the ball? Neil. Oh, terrible pass by Neil. Only just makes it to Meffin, who then loses it straight away. Norwich on the attack again. Wow, man. Jeez. Hjelde to Watson. Watson. Take it round his man. Will be fouled. Free kick. And Fisher will finally get the yellow card. He should have got 3 fouls ago. I hope he is. I hope he is. If there's a director of this, that's even worse. At least if it is AI, we can blame bad coding. Hjelde back to 09. 09 under some pressure here, but he'll run it forward a bit. Gives it out to Watson on the left as he's fouled. 09. Free kick given. Will Sains get a card? Nope, just a warning for Sains. They're full on. Hjelde. 1-2 with Neil. Can we play it anywhere where Neil's not, please? 09 to Neil. Out to the right-hand side now. Alexic. 1-2 Alexic to Mienda. Mienda's tried to keep hold of the ball, but loses out. Does manage to win it back, though, and get it to Brown. Brown under pressure from 2 players. Will play it out, and it'll go for a Norwich throw. How have they got 3 people on one of our man? Who's free? What is that buzzing noise? Kind of weird noise in the background. Two seconds. I just need to make sure nothing's on fire. Oh, we're seeing a replay of a ball delivered in that Patterson managed to gather. Sorry, there's nothing on fire. 09 now under pressure, gives it to Hjelde, who's got a man on him as well. Does manage to get it away to Watson. Watson gets it back to Neil. Neil will now big ball through the centre to nobody, all the way to the keeper. You left your vibrator running. It was actually the radiator. I just messed with the nozzle and it was stopped. I don't know what I was doing. I think they need bleeding. Neil looks petrified every time he gets the ball. Yeah. Half the team do. Nobody wants it. Nobody's asking for that pass. Nobody's looking to make them runs. And if we stop seeing random footage, we're going to stare at the Norwich manager for a while. Well, he gets to watch the game. We don't. Hjelde. Rig. Back to 09. 09, trying a big switch over to the right-hand side, looking for the run of Alexic. It's ahead of a Norwich player. Alexic gets a touch on it and gets fouled. Please be injured. Please be injured. Not permanently, just, enough to swap you for a different player. He's still on the floor. Come on, we need Roberts. So, the break. Definitely nothing on fire on the pitch. I disagree. The defense and Patterson's arse is definitely on fire. Free kick here. Yellow card for McLean for Norwich for McLeaning out Alexic. But you're welcome. Let's see if we can do something with this. Is that Watson over it going to take it? Watson to deliver this one. The £10 million boy. Show us you're worth it. Dinks one over, hits the first man. It bobbles between everybody. Nobody gets a touch on it. Mienda tries to scramble for it, and the keeper will pick it up, and nothing will come of it. It was a good delivery, to be fair. It got past the first man, which is unusual for us. But just nobody could get anything on the end of it. Do you know what would have been handy there in the box? Isidore. And why did Meffin duck? That was odd. Anyway. Norwich on the attack here now inside the Sunderland half over on the far left-hand side. A ball through. It's completely unmarked. On9 comes in to try and save it. Gets a deflection, but it ends up with Sains. Good dispossession there from Alexic, who will give it straight back to them with force. And nothing on for Sunderland. Norwich coming back at us again. Sains in the middle, little 1-2. He's going to deliver this one over to the box. He goes around his man. And again, wrong foots. Hume, who falls on the floor. Patterson's up for it. Is he fouled there? It's gone in. It's got to be fouled. Knocked it out the keeper's hands, yes. Whew. That was a goal for Norwich for a moment. Wow. You remember what we said about Patterson looking stronger? Not really. So Sains absolutely does Hume. Hume ends up on the floor. Dinks up in the air. Patterson comes up and he miscatches it, to be fair. I think the player goes into him after he cocks up. Close call, that. It's gone in our favour. I'll take it. That's definitely a get-out-of-jail-free card for me. I mean, he's had his hand up, to be fair. If it had gone in, it'd been a handball. Oh, something's happened at the other end of the pitch. Mienda's down and Norwich are on a counter-attack. Cut out by 09. Yelda loses it and completely cleans out a player afterwards. What an absolute shower this is. SAFC, before you put the highlight reel up on YouTube, please get the rights to the Benny Hill music. It would be apt. Please leave your devices on if you're falling asleep. At least we'll keep the viewers. We've dropped down to 26 because 4 have died. But yeah. Norwich with the ball again. And the free kick we take it back because the ref wasn't ready because he hadn't blown his whistle. Wait for me, guys. There we go. It's taken quickly now. Are you watching? Are you watching? Are you watching regularly? Oh, jeez. Passing through us like we're not there. Norwich, all Norwich here on the edge of the box. Sunderland running round like kids at a schoolyard trying to chase a football with no tactics and no intelligence played at all. Meffin gets some sort of deflection. It'll go out for a corner to Norwich. Ding! I can't hear what the Norwich fans are shouting or chanting when it showed the clip there, but I assume it's Thank you for coming and playing us. We appreciate your away fans. I'm sure it's something like that. Meander trying to counter-attack because we completely missed the corner while watching replays. In true EFL fashion, a ball delivered forward. It's gone too far. The keeper's come out for it, but the defenders claimed it. If we had enough players up to put pressure on now, that was an opportunity. Gonna miss. Meander can't do it all on his own. We'll wait till they're attacking us before we put any sort of pressure on. Norwich coming back at us now as we speak. Wow. Sainz gets a ball through the centre. Lands nicely for number 11. He puts it out right to number 35. Norwich passing it round Sunderland. Honestly, it's like Champions League versus non-league, this. And I'd never thought I'd see the day where I called Norwich Champions League. But we're just making them look that good. Dinked over the top. It's ahead of Meffin that does get it down and away to Brown. Brown will lose possession straight away. Norwich will come back again. Just looking for that, nobody wants to rush the shot. Norwich have got plenty of time, loads of shooting opportunities. So we'll just take our time and find the right angle. There's not enough coffee in the world for this game. And the delivery from Norwich just ends up over in the crowd. So it'll be a goal kick, and it puts an end to that boring bit. Wilson warming up. No idea. I saw a couple on the sideline there. Wasn't paying attention. This glorious opportunity for Lafay to come on and grab the winner. Are we just happy to try and scrape a point? I don't know. It's embarrassing, though. We're a better team on paper by far. Watson manages to dispossess two. Well played there by Watson. Someone putting an effort in who's not even part of the team. And Neil will try and take on two and lose possession. And it's back with Norwich. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it anymore. Boom. Misplaced pass goes out on the far side. Sunderland throw it to Neil. Don't throw it to Neil. He's playing for Norwich. Passed all the way back to Patterson, who is under pressure straight away. Look how much pressure Norwich are still putting on our players so high. They still played on Saturday, didn't they? Oh, 09 gets tripped. The foul is called. If you're going to stop that, it was going our way. There should be a card for it. '09 will take the free kick. Short to Rigg. Back to '09. Down to Yelder. Yelder under pressure, making the run. Does get a good ball away for Watson, who's on it now. Could deliver one in towards the centre. It's ahead of a Norwich player that gets it away. Cut out by Brown in the centre. Brown gives it back out to Watson on the left-hand side. Watson will deliver another one into the centre of the box. Nobody's there. Meander gets a kick on it, but it's miskicked. It's deflected back out. Brown again picking it up, giving it to Watson yet again for a third time. Delivers it in. Another Norwich head. Brown picks it up again. I think we were stuck in a loop then for a second. Back to '09 to Meppin, over to the right-hand side to Hume. Hume coming forward, gives it all the way across to Watson. A good quality pass that through a load of players. Watson loses out, but manages to pick it up somehow and loses out again. That was not very good from Watson at all, unfortunately, that last little bit. Could be being cautious, though, Watson, right? He doesn't want to get injured. Maybe he'd have gone in a bit harder then at some point. That's closest to a shot we're going to get. Won't be a shot on target, I don't think. I think it was going wide as it got deflected anyway. But we've had a shot. You think so? If he can't see, Lee, that this is not working, he's not a manager or head coach. Either way, he is not that. Dodds would be screaming at him, wouldn't he? He'd be screaming at him at the moment. Norwich with possession. Sunderland stood off, happy to let them have it. Happy to just defend. This is horrible football to watch if this is a tactic. Meander should have done better, yeah, but I mean, he probably didn't expect a shot. He's not seen the ball. Meppin slides in, does well to get the tackle and win the possession off the deflection. I'm really confused at Labrie. I'm really confused. You couldn't hold me back at this point in the game. I'd be screaming on that sideline. Rig. Now it's Brown running forward past the halfway line, digs it to Watson. It was too slow of a pass, but a foul will come in late and Sunderland will get the free kick. First question. Copley, if you're watching this next press conference, first question to Labrie should be, do you want to be here? Ball forward towards Meander, offside called. Norwich will get it back on the free kick. Isidor's getting his strip on, so is Lafee. And looks like Roberts as well. Roberts is putting a shirt on. Roberts is in trackies and everything. He didn't expect to come on at all. We're going to have the Magic 3 coming on. Yes, that's right, Lee. We called it. I hope it just makes a massive difference. Here we go. Rig on the attack now through the centre. Out to Watson. Watson in a dangerous area. Shoot, pass, do something with it. Not that late. Meander now. Dinks one over to the far post. Oh, Alexic does manage to get into it. They thought it was going to go out, but Norwich will get it away in the end. There is Brown. Comes in like a bat out of hell and squashes a player. Norwich will now come on the counter-attack over this right-hand side with the player that should have been sent off 3 times in a row. He's making a run. Yelder's just letting him run. He does manage to get the block on. 26 will deliver into the centre. It's Patterson's gather. Nice and safe. No, throw it out the side. We want to see the subs. $28 people in here. Please, please, please hit the like button. Want at least 28 likes. Like to get 50, like to get 100, but 28 will do if there's 28 of you in here. Back to 09. 09, Brown. Brown over to Neil. Neil. Hey, gets a pass to Watson. Yelder back to Neil. 2 passes in a row for Neil that didn't go wrong. Brown. Meppin. Alexic back to Meppin. Meppin under pressure here. We'll put it all the way back to 09. 09 gets some sort of weird hit to it, just about getting its Patterson. Oh my God, don't plus triangles. Oh, what are you doing? Hospital balls galore. And Patterson puts it out right. Alexic manages to keep it in somehow. What is going on here at all? It's so amateur. Advantage played for Sunderland as Alexic comes down starts cutting into the centre, tries to get one across to Watson, doesn't, then goes for the tackle, misses the ball by about 6.5 foot and takes out the player who went down quite comedy like this. Now, it's the kid that should have been sent off, so it's his own fault. Alexis like, messed up, keep running, smack. Evening, Colin. You're missing a riveting game. We've had a shot. Here we go. Here's the subs we wanted. Let's see who comes off and see what formation we're going to be going for. Was that Alexic coming off for Roberts? And it's Watson coming off for Isidore. Is it for Isidore? Yelder's coming off as well for Lafay. Here we go. So Alexic, Watson, Yelder off, Roberts, Isidore, Lafay on. Unless we're pushing Brown back into defence, that looks like we're going more attacking. What was the score at half time? It's 0-0 now. Have a guess. Half time, it was 7-0. They've retracted all 7 goals and it's now 0-0 again. Straight on the pitch here. Let's see an impact straight away. Roberts here. Opportunity to try and get the ball back. Could be his first touches. Lafay in there as well. Looks like Lafay and Isidore the furthest forward. Mienda's been pushed onto the left and Roberts on the right. Mienda. Hume. Hume's on the left here as well. Rigg. I don't know what Rigg was thinking there, but the pass went exactly 50% between Isidore and Roberts and straight to a Norwich player. Terrible pass from Rigg there. Wasted opportunity. We are coming up to the 70th minute shortly. I'll let you know when we hit the 70 mark so you can sync up. Quality of those subs. Well, there's no other choice, really, unless you want to put one of the kids on. That was the only 3 subs we can do. Anyone gets injured now, it's like a toddler coming on. Leeds still beating Borough. Moo. It's 70 minutes and 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds here at Carrow Road. Still Norwich 0, Sunderland 0. It has been all Norwich in the first half. Sunderland have started to wake up a bit. We've just had 3 substitutions, which many of us thought should have started the game in the first place. We shall see how much of an impact this can make. Long ball forward from Norwich, looking for their Sains here on his own. Getting held by Brown, who is now in the right back position. Brown picked up in the centre there, and no foul given. He was asking for a foul. Don't stop playing until you hear the whistle. Norwich on the edge of the area, shooting opportunity. It goes well wide into the crowd, and it's going to be a Sunderland goal kick. Why do we need to see a replay of such a miss so many times when the play's going on? It's a Norwich throw inside their own half over on the far side when we come back to it. Hoofed ball forward. This could go anywhere. Patterson does manage to catch it this time for a change. Rolls it out to the left-hand side to Hume. Hume starting to make a run down now this left. He's got Mienda with him. He gives it to Mienda, goes for the run on, but Mienda turns back. Not taking that opportunity. Gives it to Rigg. 10-yard pass, get it right. Over to 09 to Meppin. Meppin on the right-hand side now. Brown on the right, I need to remember. Roberts. Meppin. 09. Rigg, who's over on this left-hand side at the moment. Back to 09. This is all in more or less inside the Sunderland half. This is not like intense attacking. That's why I'm not very excited about the passes that are happening. Oh, during the attack, we'll just look at Labrie for a while. There we go. Back to the game for a change. Hume, 09. 09. Neil. Neil. Yay, made a pass. Rigg. Rigg. Across to 09. 09 under pressure. Gives it to Meppin. Meppin down the right-hand side now to Brown. Brown hooks it back there to Lafay. Lafay taking on his man, manages to backheel it to Brown again. Lafay again, surrounded by 3, still manages to get the pass away. Lafay, can you teach the rest of the team how to pass, mate? Thank you. Oh, and dispossesses them very well there, Lafay. Come on, let's see something. Nobody wants to take him on. Passes it back to Meppin. Meppin to Neil. Neil coming forward. Dink through to Meander. Meander in a shooting opportunity. Goes round one. Oh, gets the shot. It comes off the keeper. That must have been a corner. No. No, just side netting. Keeper didn't even get a touch. I thought he hit it off the keeper. Oh, did he? What's going on here? It is a corner. It did come off him. Sorry. Thank you, Coffee Goblin. I had to turn my sound on for a split second because I was like, what's going on here? The replay, it looked like it just hit the side netting. Okay. Corner. Can we get past the first man? Got Roberts there, option as a short one. But it's delivered in towards the centre. It's a Norwich head. Comes out. Rigg puts it back in. Another Norwich head comes out to Roberts. Roberts will dink it to the left to Hume. Hume just inside the area. Gives it to Brown. Roberts has a shot. Deflected. Comes back to Lafay. Lafay puts it out to the right-hand side. Delivered into the centre again. It's another Norwich head. It's up rather than away. Then he heads it very cleverly back to his keeper who gathers it. That was very trusting of the Norwich player to head it to the keeper there. If we'd have done that, it'd have been own goal City. Nice little attacking. It was good. The initial corner was won by Norwich, but we didn't stop and we got a bit of an attack going on. That's the most exciting thing we've seen in 75 minutes. Speaking of which, we are at 75 minutes now, and we've got another substitution happening for Norwich. Number 20 coming off for them, which is Slimane. I've offered Coffee Goblin to be a mod. He says he doesn't know what he's doing. At least we are getting our feet on the ball now, yeah. How comfortable did Lafay look on the ball just then? I know nothing came of it in the end, but he looked so comfortable and he won it back when he needed to. He was going round, 3 of them round him, couldn't get it, still managed to get his passes away. At one point, he ended up holding the ball. I think all the Norwich players were going, sod that, I'm not taking him on. Use that. It took a whole minute to do the substitution. Forson has come on for Slimy, whatever the guy was called, who's gone. Anyway, the throw is back to Norwich here. Coming forward. Long ball. Pull of the shirt there on 09, but we still have it here with Patterson. Puts his foot through it, gets it away. Up towards Meander. Isidore trying to pick it up. He tries to keep going, Isidore. He tries to pick it with the end of his toe as he's still going rather than stopping and turning. It's nice if it comes off, but it doesn't come off all the time. Neil with it now. Gets the pass to Meander. Meander back to Lafay. Lafay runs a circle around one man. Coming up in the centre. Nice little dink over the top for Isidore, but the offside flag wasn't up. The player was pointing to it, but it was just unlucky. Norwich have it now. Sunderland with a bit of a higher press now. Do it together, boys. Press together. Bad pass from Norwich. Sees on 9 get a ball dinked over to Roberts, who just literally doesn't control it and rolls to a Norwich player, unfortunately. I don't think we need loads of mods anyway, Tom, with 32 people in here. It's not exactly thousands to control. We even had the rarest of things in earlier on, a polite Newcastle fan. Yes, they exist. Norwich on the attack now, over on the left-hand side of the box, cuts into the centre, shooting opportunity for number 9. It's deflected by Meppin, comes back in again. Sains, who gets a touch on it. They're trying to find the option to shoot here. Turn in, dinks back, shot comes in off the face of somebody who went down there. Goes out for a Norwich throw on the far side. Initial calls for offside there. Dinks over, Sains gets a touch, and he just couldn't find his feet to get a shot on the other lad. Meppin took one to the face like a trooper. Hume cuts that one out. It comes to Meander, who's right down in this bottom right corner, who's taking it round. Does manage to somehow get away with 2. We have the possession, but the free kick's given anyway. So it'll be a Sunderland free kick down by our own corner at this near side. Don't just pass it back to Patterson under pressure. Look how close they are to you, and look at them reading that. They know that's happening. Here we go. Here we go. Oof. Get out of jail. Meppin coming forward now, puts it out onto the right-hand side with Brown. Brown holds it up for a second. He's got Lafee, gives it to Lafee, back to Brown. Brown tries to pass it, kind of gets tackled. Meppin will pick up the loose ball, give it back to Patterson. Under pressure now. Roberts, 09 now under pressure, tries to get it away. Takes a deflection. It is bobbling around. It's stayed in with Meander, but Norwich will get the possession in the end. We play ourselves into trouble so much, honestly. Norwich coming back again here. We're saying space in the middle for number 26. Great tackle there by Meppin. Superb at a very crucial moment. Out to the right-hand side with Roberts now. He's got Lafee making a run in front of him. Gives it to Lafee. Lafee, unfortunately, a bit too long in the pass, and Norwich will get it. Lafee battling to try and get this back now. And Sunderland will step off. Norwich have the possession. They're taking the pee. Literally. Oh, I'm censoring myself. I've sworn so much during this game. We've had a little hop there, and we're over on the right-hand side with number 11. We are at 80 minutes, 40 seconds, 41, 42, 43, if you are trying to be in sync. It's not the band. It's Norwich now over on the left-hand side, looking for an avenue in. Making a run into the centre, back to the centre-backs. 1-2, number 26 now. Puts it into 11, who couldn't find his feet for that shot earlier. 35, back to 26. It's all Norwich here. Sunderland still stood off, even though they are practically knocking on the door. Shot from distance. Huge shot from distance. Massive by Cordoba. And it's gone over nice and safe, but ambitious. Beckham range. Closer to a Johnny Wilkinson finish than a Beckham finish. What's going on here? Rig is coming off and a child is coming on. Jones is coming on. Long ball forward from Patterson. Isidore can't win the header. It's won by the defence, who head it back to their own keeper. In possession now, rolls it out. Passed back to the keeper. Sunderland trying a bit more of high pressure here with this player that's just come on. What did I say his name was? Was it Jones? Roberts. Jones now. Looping ball over to Meander. Finds Meander inside the box at the far edge. Plays it back out. Gives it to Hume on the edge of the area. Hume with a shot, but it's deflected. Falls nicely for Roberts. Touches it with his shins to get it to Brown, who will deliver. Far post. Nobody's on the end of that one. It got a touch off the Norwich player. It'll go for a Sunderland corner here. Not bad first impact from Jones, getting that ball across there. Delivered a nice pass to Miende. He couldn't do much with it over on that far side, but, you know, good first impressions from me here in the senior team. Corner to be taken by Hume. I mean, Hume's one of our goal scorers. Taken short, given out. Now it's with Lafay. Lafay gives it back to Jones. Jones inside the area, dinks one through. It's Meppin in a dangerous area, tries to get it past the keeper. It is near post. The keeper does get a foot on it. It goes out for another corner. Oh, you know, it's that hesitation. I think as soon as Meppin gets it, if he turns and strikes straight away, there's more of a chance than playing it down into a tight angle and trying to cut that. Hume will deliver this corner again here. Another one in towards the area. It's headed out. It's Jones battling for it with Sains. Foul or a free kick given here. And are we going for another substitution from Norwich? Are they happy at 0-0 Norwich? Are they happy to take a point away from us here? Whew. I thought it was going to be a higher scoring game, to be fair. We just didn't start. It took us 70 minutes to start to make any sort of impression on me. Literally, I'll give you a teaser for the match review. So the first half, yeah. And the second half, ball forward by the Norwich keeper. 09 manages to get ahead to it to Hume, who gets it back to Patterson. Patterson telling people to spread out here. We are not happy at 0-0. Do something with it. I've had a little jump in time there and it's skipped backwards by about 5 seconds. Be warned. I'm at 85 or 4 or 5 or 6. So I might be behind you now. Long ball forwards. It's the head of Norwich. Miende will give chase though. Norwich still have it. Do get it away. Good little tackle there from Lafay. 1-2 with Hume. Gives it to Neil. Neil will put it over to the far right now to Roberts. Roberts will make a run forward. He's got Jones with him behind. Roberts, loses out there. Roberts, Jones coming in, trying to battle for it. Gives Sains a bit of a pull, and the free kick is given. And Jones gets a yellow card. Such a light yellow card, that. This is horrible. This is horrible. As much as I don't want Conrad to get another point, I'll take 1-0. Anything right now. Just to not drop 2 potential points through the fact we've just been lazy, unpassionate bar stewards. Hume. Good tackle by Hume. Lafay picks it up. Lafay keeping it away from his man. Tries to get it past. Even when he messes up Lafay, he manages to pick it back up again. Pass to Miende and he can't even control it to keep it in. We've jumped forward in time again. I need sound effects. I'm at 86, 41, 42, 43. If you're trying to keep in sync, I do apologize. It doesn't usually do this. Just the last 10 minutes, it's been hopping all over the place. Number 3 making a run for Norwich. Dispossessed by Miende. 1-2 with Lafay. Now it's Jones battling for it. Loses out, unfortunately. And Norwich have it again and will come forward. I don't think Isidor's had much of a touch of the ball today. Number 11 here. Delivers one into the centre. 9 gets a foot through it. Isidor gets a touch on that. Can't manage to hold it, unfortunately. Norwich have it again and will come back at us. Sunderland with the backs against the wall in the last 3 or 4 minutes. I still won't take a draw, though. Horrible. I'd rather them lose and learn a goddamn lesson at this stage. Meppin. Brown. Brown. Over to Roberts. Mepping again. Roberts, what are we doing? Get it out of the space. Lafee. Over to Hume. Hume will start a run down the left-hand side. He's got Meander. Gives it to Meander. He's going to carry on the run down his right with Meander's right. Meander's one-on-one. Delivers it to Hume in the centre. Hume with a shot. Takes a big deflection. Goes out for a corner. Ooh. This should buy you a beer at Weatherspoons, Mike. Thank you, Colin H., for the £2 super chat. It's really appreciated. I think I need a whiskey chaser over a beer, though. You missed an absolute ball. There's lots of hilarious sound bites you could pull out of the first half, I'm sure, for shorts, but, nothing interesting in the game. Roberts will deliver this one. Loops over, not past the first man, headed out, and they'll get the opportunity and take it round on 9, but a bad placed pass means Meffin will pick it up and stop the dangerous attack. That could have been very dangerous indeed. Coming up to the 89th minute here, Lafee, Meppin, 9, snatch and grab maybe. Hume, Neil, 9, Lafee, 9, Neil, Lafee. Lafee turns with it. Make a run through the centre. Delivers a great ball to Isidore. Isidore's over to the left-hand side of the goal. Not a clear-cut opportunity, unfortunately. Does get tackled, but Hume's there to pick up the pieces. Delivers one in towards the box. Oh, it would have landed nicely for Roberts, who's going to take a swing. Brown now takes a swing, and it goes wide of the goal, over everybody. Out for a goal kick to Norwich. It shouldn't be about guaranteeing playoffs, SJ, at this stage. It shouldn't be at all. This is 2 points thrown away. That's what this is. First half was an absolute shocker. The worst I've seen us play. 3 minutes of added time. We're at the 90th minute. 3 minutes of added time. Isidore, a bit of a foul on there, but gets away with that one. Lafee through the centre to Neil. Neil onto Jones. Jones has it now. Lafee passed off to his left. Jones is cut back into the middle, all the way back to Meppin. Meppin's now halfway inside the Norwich half, over to the right-hand side to Brown. Brown onto Roberts. Roberts now will cut it in on the inside. Is he going to look for a shot, Roberts? He looked like he was tempted on it. He puts it out to the far left instead to Lafee. Lafee on the left-hand side of the area. Hume on the overlap, delivered in towards the centre. Nobody's there. Shooting opportunity for Neil, but he doesn't take it. Oh, my God, Neil. Why didn't you shoot then? And the counter-attack is on for Norwich now. It's 1-on-1 with 9. Meffin making absolute strides to catch up. There's no way you got fouled there, Saints. Ha! You should be booked for simulation, you tool. Jones, 2 minutes still on this second half. That was the most exciting piece of this entire game. Lafee gives it out to Hume. Hume and Lafee working together brilliantly on this one so far since he's come on. Out to Isidore on the left now, could deliver one into the centre. He does. Oh, it's with Meander at his feet. He's got 3 in front of him. Tries to dink one over the top. Oh, Roberts is never going to get a header. He's 3 foot tall. Neil has it. Shot. Oh, straight into the keeper's hands. You should have took that shot in the last play when you were bob on with room and time. Good ball in from Isidore. Meander reads it's going to be short, comes out to take the touch. It unfortunately ends up with Neil, who's just been off his game all day today. Meanwhile, while we're watching a replay, Sunderland have a free kick just inside the Norwich half as Hume gets tackled because, this is what they do. 50 seconds left. Norwich is going to waste time with another substitution. Nunez has gone off. Free kick taken short and backwards. 1-2 with Lafay coming forward now. Gives it out to Hume. Back to Lafay. Lafay dinks one over the top, looking for the run of Jones. Can't quite get it. It's Norwich that come away with it. Lafay will pick it up again in the centre. Back to 09. Literally coming up to the 3-minute mark now. Wise 09 stops. No time to think. Just go. Long ball down the left to Hume. Hume does get a head on. Nobody's there, though. It's with a Norwich player. And that is going to be all she wrote. What a horrible, crappy game. Don't think anybody said 0-0. Did we have any 0-0 predictions in the preview, Conrad? Being a shit watch, at least we got the point we needed. Gear up and onto the play. It's not about that, though. It really isn't. It's horrible. It was, I mean, if that's a tactic to make people feel overconfident against us, it's definitely worked. Because if I'd have watched that as another playoff manager, I'd be going, oh, I hope we draw Sunderland. Absolute tough. We had no 2 dropped to Leeds, staying with Burnley, and 1 gained on Sheffield United. It's just not good enough, is it? Let's go through the scores. Most of you probably already know them, but we'll go around the grounds and give you the full-time or near full-time scores. Obviously here, 0-0, Norwich and Sunderland. 2-2, Blackburn Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday. Just about finished there, nearly. Bristol City 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. Still no full-time whistle on my screen there. Derby County 0, Burnley 0 in the 6th minute of added time. Preston North End 2, Cardiff City 2. Loads of draws today. Sheffield United 0, Millwall 1. Millwall doing absolute favours there. Sheffield United really slipping at the moment. Last 2 games in a row. Stoke City 1, Luton Town 1. Watford 1, Hull City 0. Middlesbrough 0, Leeds United 1. Is still at the 81st minute there. Middlesbrough still could come back and do a job for us. Leeds are falling apart. You never know. We didn't go in that to win at all. That first half was absolutely diabolical. It really was. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. We will do a review video at some point. I don't know when. But yeah, here's my review. Shit, shite, passionless, tough. Players, if I had a pick of so many other players, the only players I'd keep from today is Hume from the starting lineup, Hume and Meander. And Meffin. Can't say Patterson did well. He almost cost us a goal. It was a lucky decision. But everyone else was just not there. The 3 subs that came on did make a difference to the pace and the effort of the game. But what good's that after 80 minutes and 70 minutes of absolute pants? Yes, Coffee Goblin. Here's the review. Highlight of the game was when Mike thought his kitchen was on fire and got up to run and check. Crazy rope-a-dope tactics tonight. Oh, well, yeah. At least rope-a-dope ended with a knockout. Lafay needs to start every game. What a class above he is when he was on the ball then. Really is. And anyone know what's happening with Job? How long term is it? Is it just for this game? Meander will probably start from the bench next game. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. Isidore didn't do all. Isidore didn't do bad, but he didn't do more than Meander did there. But to be fair, Meander is really good at winning, turning with the ball, and popping a through ball. I'd like to see him in number 10. It'd be interesting. I'd like to see Neil be dropped, genuinely. He's not good enough consistently. He has a good game. Great. I sing his praises for a week. And then he just does that again. He's not a captain either. He is not a leader. There's no chance he's inspiring any sort of passion in them lads. Nobody came out at half time with the bit between the teeth. If the same team under Peter Reid, or the team under Peter Reid, had gone in at half time after that performance, they'd have come out red-faced and probably battered. And then they'd have really give every single last ounce of breath to get a result. We just don't have that. We don't have that. And something's missing. Not from the team. I think the ability's in there, the team. Obviously, we're missing a bit of depth, but something is missing from the coaching staff or the dressing room. Something is seriously missing there. Thank you, David Brown. I appreciate that comment. The commentary far outshone the game. Let's highlight a few things as we go through. Miranda will probably start from the bench, said Beanburger Man. 75 minutes of poop emoji, says Ned Kelly. Hopefully Job's getting the rest he needs. David Brown says, the commentary far outshone the game. Thank you. Appreciate that. Beanburger Man, I would too, just behind Isidore. I think that would work well. We only play 4-3-3. Yeah, there you go. Borough putting pressure on Leeds. Well, maybe they'll get results. Should we hang around till the end? We'll if anybody wants to hang around, we'll wait till the Middlesbrough game ends just to see what the result is. Peter Reid never played for a draw. Nope, not at all. And do you know what? I can have a list of passionate managers I'd have kept despite results. Results that we got with managers that I blame the team for, not the manager. Imagine Poyet in charge of these now. Imagine, Coleman in charge of this team now. I think we've had some quality managers with a lot of passion who want to win with the wrong players. It's just timing, right? Birmingham have been promoted tonight. There you go. Back on the up, Birmingham. Either way, let's move on. And as always, F Newcastle. Good night, Black Cat TV fans. Thank you, SAFC Tom. Appreciate you being here the whole time. Leeds sitting back, because he's desperate for a win so he doesn't get fired. That's why. That is why. What likes did we finish on? Who can see the likes? Let me know how many likes are on in the end. No, it wasn't a big stream because obviously an away game on a Tuesday evening, so many people are doing this instead of going to the game. Just remember, if we get through to the playoffs and the playoff finals, we'll still be doing this. Yeah. We'll be doing this. When every other streaming channel is off, Wembley or the pub, etc., we'll be committed. We'll be doing this. We'll stick with you guys who can't get there. Our friends in America and Australia who like our commentary. What numbers are we on there? Leeds 85, Burnley 85, Sheffield United 83, us 76. Sheffield United falling off. I wouldn't think they'd be the one that we were closer to catching. But still, a lot of points away. 32 likes. That's good. I'm happy with that because we had a peak of about 31 people in here. So people obviously come in and out. But yeah, I'm happy with that. 35 likes on mine. Oh, cheers, Conrad. So is top two still on, Conrad? Tom is asking. Mathematically, you can't argue that it's possible. Sheffield United dropping points is a bonus. Let's have a look at the league. So Leeds are still 1-0. Middlesbrough in 6th. Very close at the bottom of the playoff bracket. Yeah, Sheffield United losing 1-0 to Millwall. And was it Oxford? Yeah, and losing 1-0 to Oxford. Maybe they've been found out. Next, they've got Plymouth Argyle. If they lose to Plymouth Argyle, they've still got Cardiff, Burnley, Stoke and Blackburn to play. It's not an easy run-in at the end for them. And if they've already started to slip, there's a good chance. But the problem is, if we don't take advantage of teams like fecking Norwich, what chance have we got of catching them up? It's all about, us getting the points. Top 2 is a pipe dream, says SJ. Borough proper pressing here. They've come very close. Let's get it on. Oh, I don't know why I didn't even think of that first. There we go. 88 minutes, 89 minutes. It is Middlesbrough coming forward here. We'll go to a Middlesbrough commentary for the last minute. Not sure how much added time's on. I'm on 89 minutes and 9 seconds here. Middlesbrough are pressing against Leeds. Leeds really parking the bus here. Looks like Sunderland defending. No outlet, just hit it forward so it comes right back at you. That's our problem. That's what we've been doing. Inside here, Middlesbrough. Oh, if he'd have passed that to the right side of the man, there could have been an opportunity. Leeds playing for time here as the keeper takes his time to fall on top of it. Manager giving it some. Is he saying go at the corners? Keep the ball, he's saying, I think. Come on. At the 90th minute, the board's just gone up. Is that 4 minutes of added time? 4 minutes of added time. Yes, Coffee Goblin says the same thing. Header there from Leeds. They are just desperately trying to get it away here. Tell me his name is Dick Steele. Leeds going to make a substitution here to play for time. And he's doing the fat man jog off the pitch where I'm at walking pace, but I'm doing this with my shoulders to make it look like I'm running. I see them in the gym all the time. I think Middlesbrough are making a change as well at the same time. I'm sure Farmers was doing dinosaur impressions. What's the Arsenal score? Is it the 3-0 against Real Madrid? Go on, the Arsenal. Rice 2 and Marino 1. There we go. Middlesbrough coming back at Leeds now. Just pulling into their half. I can't even give you any players. This is going to be terrible commentary. Coming down the left-hand side, tries to deliver one, takes a deflection. Oh, it goes across the face of goal. And the Middlesbrough defender, the Leeds defender has to head it out for a corner because nobody knew what was happening there. There was no red in there. And the keeper fluffed it and almost could have been an own goal there very easily. Goes for a Middlesbrough corner in the dying minutes. Come on, Middlesbrough. Get an equaliser. Keeper's coming up for Middlesbrough here. Keeper's coming up for this corner. It's in. It's bobbling around. And the keeper manages to gather that one. Not the Middlesbrough keeper. The Leeds keeper manages to gather it and go down to ground. 2 minutes still to play in added time on my screen. Former scum goalkeeper for Leeds, says Coffee Goblin. This is bonus commentary brought to you by Black Cats TV. Oh. Do. We don't charge extra for the bonus commentary because it's terrible. There we go. Borough Hill. Leeds 1. That's as good as you get in graphics wise. Leeds thinks this little free kick. Middlesbrough will pick it up again, though. They've got enough time for one last attack, maybe here from Middlesbrough. Long ball over the top. Looked like a handball from the Leeds player to me, but Leeds pick it up. Try to get it clear. Straight into the crotch of the Middlesbrough player. Middlesbrough have it again. Big switch over to number 11, who's got some space on the right-hand side. One-on-one with one in front of him. Digs it into the centre. Oh, he can't get the shot away. Comes back out. It's still Middlesbrough on the edge of the area. Shot from distance. It's a worm burner. They're claiming it took a deflection for a corner, but it's not being given. It's going to be a goal kick to Leeds, and that should be all she wrote by the time they waste time on this. I back us versus all but Coventry and Burnley. Burnley will get autos. Yeah. Let's not have a Burnley penalties in the final. Fire alarm? What fire alarm? What are you hearing? Free kick there in the centre of the park to Middlesbrough. We're 15 seconds into this added time. Just going to be a big hoof forward. Last-ditch effort here. Headed on. It's on the edge of the area. Leeds heading it out. Still Middlesbrough on the edge of the box. No, they're not going to do this. They haven't got enough about them to do this. It's got to be the whistle now. Cut out again by Middlesbrough on the attack down this right-hand side. Oh, unlucky there. Leeds have it now. That's got to be the whistle now, ref. That's 95 minutes of 4. It's a big switch over to the right-hand side for Leeds. And that's it. That's the final whistle. Leeds scrape the 1-0. Fire alarm at Borough. Is that what you're hearing? Uh, 1-0 to Leeds. Scraping a win. No more extra commentaries. We're not doing any more. All the people leaving Riverside, it means all right. Okay, sorry, miles away. Right, thank you all for joining me. It wasn't, I mean, ignore the banner. It was the Sunderland game. Appreciate you all being here for the commentary and stuff like that. Please join us on the channel for all the other video content. Leave us likes, leave us comments, share the channel out with as many people as you can, because we are a new channel and we're still just about finding our feet. So make sure all your friends who are Sunderland fans, all your family are Sunderland fans, and they're all subscribed. And we'll see you in another video really soon. Goodbye.